On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts
now? I think so.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Philie with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 11, recorded live on January 8th, 2015. I did that on purpose. 2015, brand new year. Oh my God, I'm so excited. But before we talk about all the random things I want to talk about, my name's Philie. You can check me out on Twitter, @Philie.
And I'm iTheGreek. Everywhere iTheGreek except my email, apparently. I've been told.
Yeah. By who?
By some jerk named
okay.
Matt.
Yeah. Okay. You could have just said my name, Matt, but thanks. Anyways, guys, so excited to be back. 2015. I know the last episode I did was with Paul's Hardware, which was a lot of fun. That was a great episode. A lot of people liked that one, and I personally enjoyed it. Can't wait to have him back on. Everyone from the first 10 episodes of the show, and now I'm joined by Mr. iTheGreek. And before we do get into all the other shenanigans, I just want you to have a quick second to sort of explain who you are, because you're probably a new face to a lot of people, which is a good thing, because now you have a chance to get some people to check out your stream, which we were doing last night. But anyways, go for it. Tell us who you are.
So I'm iTheGreek. My name is Peter. I am from New York. I do the whole YouTube and Twitch thing. I've been doing it quite a long time. Quite a long time. I mainly stream. I'm starting to do more with YouTube and stuff like that. And I like technology, video games, cars, women. If I can make videos on all three of those at the same time, that'd be great. But yeah, that's basically me. I'm just a guy that likes to do stuff online, just like everybody else. So
on the interwebs.
On the interwebs.
Sweet.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's fun. So yeah, guys, definitely check out his Twitch. All his links, his Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch are down below in the description for you to check out. So go follow him. And at the end of the show, we'll do something fun. Hopefully, have you watched through a whole episode before? I watched
Jay's full episode. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So that might work out in our favor. But anyways, okay. All right, so Jerry's like in the chat and he said you guys cut out what's up with the stream, and then he said he's trolling us, so thank you. I appreciate that. You made my heart skip a beat, but it's okay. So quick announcements before we do get into the setups, which you guys can now go to pimpmysetup.com/Q, see every single episode up until I believe episode 26. And a quick announcement also, you guys have been submitting to the wrong email. Well, big majority of you, about 250, have submitted to the wrong email. So make sure you guys go to pimpmysetup.com/Q to reserve your spot now. And you can also see these setups that are gonna be on in the future. And you could also go there without spoiling the surprise. You could search your name, see when you're going to be on. It's a lot of fun. And that was built by Ninjality, I think. I don't know how to say that. I'm not going to do a full-on ad spot for them right now. I'll do that in the next episode when I have their logo and I know what to say. But I'll link them down below. So anyways, other than that, it's been a while, and I quickly want to say the future of the show. So kind of breaking the edge of how I do things by having Greek on, and I like to call him Greek. I know I could just call him by his name.
Go for it.
Yeah, I know
that's
you like
everyone,
that too, right?
Everyone calls me that.
Yeah. So honestly, I like having people on like Greek, but I'm also going to be expanding to not just tech, not just gamers. I'm going to try to get interior designers on. I'm going to try to get, average Joes on that don't really know the whole tech field. They don't know the PC specs. They don't know any of that stuff, because it's going to provide a whole different perspective that we've never seen before. Because a lot of the people that watch the show now are sort of like myself, like Greek, like every other person in the tech community on YouTube. We're all about, your displays, the specs of it is terrible. You need a better computer. You need this or that. I want to see the perspective of someone that doesn't care about that stuff. That way we can learn how to make our setups better and more appealing to every person. I want to make this show not just for the tech community. I want to make it for every person that has ever had an interest in just having a little mobile setup or anything. So I'm excited to really bring that whole new aspect to the show, and I hope you guys stick around for that. But I can't really think of all the other major announcements I wanted to say, other than I've been making a lot of videos about my Abudu, about this actually, some wire management using like a 3-ring binder, just a lot of weird random
clever,
things. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to stop rambling. I know I'm going to get all the hate comments, so thanks for that. But let's hop into the first setup. First setup was submitted by Jed. And Jed, again, MVP, sending the setup right before the show. He is one of the Fast Pass holders. But let's take a look here. So I totally have to score this still, which I'll be doing during the show. Kind of forgot to do that. But let's quickly go over what's happening here. So I'll let you dive in first since you've seen a show or two. Let me know, what are your thoughts just looking at the first photo?
Looking at the first photo, yellow is not my color. I will say that right now. Yellow is not my color.
Okay.
So that's nothing like setup related, but I can't stand the color yellow. Yeah. It's just me being a douche. Exactly. But I like it though. It's clean. You know, I really like the desk. The desk is like, it's kind of like a modern, like industrial kind of desk. I really like the desk, and by the looks of it, you can obviously see that he's an audiophile because he has nice monitors. He's got the mix board right over there, and it's a nice setup actually. It's probably one of the nicer ones that I've seen so far.
Yeah. Taking a look at it. Okay, so he sent in photos prior to this, which I don't have on hand, which I should have, but you could actually view them if you go to pimpmysetup.com/Q. You could see them there. I kind of liked it before, but he did have a lot of additions that were great to the setup, which would be the speakers, the mixer, things like that. But that does also add to the equation of wires, which we all know and love. And taking a look at his wire management, it's actually pretty decent. He did feed them down to one central place, which is a very big deal, rather than just having them going like spider webs and things like that. Now, I do think you should utilize Velcros a little better, especially for the speakers. Have at least those two cables come together as one cable going down. I doubt it would really interfere too much, but if it does, then that's fine, and at least that's a reason. But I have to say, dude, your desk is killer. I love it. I think it's the big metal bars at the bottom. They really look like
heavy duty. Like that looks like you could like put a car on it.
Oh
like,
yeah.
And I think it's adjustable too. If he really wants, he could probably lift it, because that's what a lot of people are doing lately. Like stand-up desks apparently are getting really big, so it looks like you could probably just unscrew those knobs and just lift it and then tighten it back up if you want a higher desk, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I really, you know what, I really like. Aside, let's pretend cables didn't exist. I really like the monitor stands for the speakers. Is that what they're called? I don't even know what they call them.
Well, they're speaker monitors. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like those. The monitors look really nice. They look very glossy though, but that's not really that big of a deal. I like the white tabletop. I don't necessarily like the color on the wall. I don't really think that's in your control, but I don't think it's that bad. I've seen. I think
he's a Steelers fan because he has an NFL thing right there, and it's kind of like the Steelers color, I guess.
True. Hey, honestly, it's not the end of the world. In all honesty, it's not that bad of a color. We've seen worse, but it's still decent. But taking a look at everything else, the chair looks comfy. Everything seems really nice.
I want that chair.
Oh yeah. The only thing I think that really, he did say in the chat he can make it a standing desk. That's a good catch there.
Yep. There you go.
But my complaint would be, I guess, maybe putting a little bit more personality into it. Like, we see the NFL sticker, we see what could be the Steelers logo, we see some of that stuff. Maybe at a further perspective, we would be able to see all of the I guess theme related objects like stickers and stuff.
I could tell that he's a Corsair fan.
Oh, it's Saints. It's Saints, not Steelers.
The Saints. Well, they both have almost the same color.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, see, now people are calling you a dipshit.
I don't care about football. Come on.
Anyways, no, that's a good catch, though. I'm going to keep saying that to every person that paints it out. But anyways, okay, so he did say it was the Saints team. It's kind of cheating because he's in the chat right now. Normally, the people aren't in the chat. But I want to see the rest of your room because, if anything, the NFL sticker is so random and out of place that it doesn't look that good. If you had more things like maybe, I don't know, tickets to a game framed on your wall, or like one of the what is those pin flag thingamajiggaroos? Had that up on there. Something, add a little bit more. It looks a little, so like only in the theme category. Everything else, though, I think is flawless. This is honestly one of the best setups I've seen for his age. And age isn't a factor. I always bring it up. Honestly, man, awesome setup. Really, really like it. I just want to see you give it a little bit more personality in terms of, your memorabilia, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to finish up on this setup with?
I mean, I like it. I think it's a really good setup. The cable management, he did a good job of the cable management with what he has, because it's rough. If you don't have anything blocking, all your cables, it's really easy to just be like, screw it, and just throw it on the back. Like you could see he took time and effort into the cable management is what I like. Trying to see. Everything looks neat, actually. I really like that too.
Fair, yep.
He even took time to take the cables in the back of the monitors and tie them together.
Big props.
I won't even do that.
Oh, come on, dude. Now you just ruined the whole illusion you had a sick setup. God,
well,
this guy.
But he did a very good job. And yeah, age isn't a factor, but age does determine how much you can spend on a build.
That is true.
And I'm also very jealous about that chair because I've sat in that chair before. I don't remember what kind it is, but I just know it's extremely comfortable. So it's a good setup. I like it.
Yeah, I'm also seeing comments again about your beats. Anyways.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And Jed said he does have a lot of fat heads and things like that, which is awesome. But again, what I wanted to see was more so in the vicinity of your setup rather than just plastered all over the place. But anyways, that is an awesome setup, Jed. And here it is with the lights off. The LEDs, this is just one of the other things I would critique. I love how clean the floor is, dude. Really, really awesome. But I don't like the
placement of the LEDs.
Yeah.
I don't like.
The last thing you want to do is light up your wires.
What he should have done was, because all LEDs that I've ever used have adhesive in the back. So just take those LEDs and attach them to the back of your monitor. Yeah. Considering the fact that they're all together anyways, no one will have any idea, and it would make it a lot better.
Yeah, so anything you could do to sort of make that better than you just don't want it laying with the wires. I think that's where I'll leave that.
He has the remote, so it's an RGB kit, obviously. Yeah. So that'll be really nice too, because you could change the color to just match any kind of mood that you're in, and I don't think any of your peripherals are backlit at all because he has the Rat 9 or 7 mouse. I think it's a 7, and the keyboard isn't illuminated either. So you could have as much fun with that as you want.
Yeah. So overall, awesome setup, Jed. Thank you so much for submitting. This next setup is submitted by Nicholas, and man, look at this setup. Honestly, I don't know how everyone else looks at it in the beginning, but my first initial thoughts is like personality. I like it. There's definitely a lot of personality, which is something we don't see. He's 15. He's also from New York. Shout out to all of us. What? Are from New York. Yeah. Yep. Woo. And basically, he said, although I am 15, he's basically bought all of this by himself because he's a DJ.
Props to that.
Which is awesome. So congrats for being able to do that. And overall, dude, it's an awesome setup. And the reason I say that is not because you have, you don't have like big ass TVs as a monitor. You don't have, I don't know, like an insane desk that spins around and goes through your floor or something like that. It's just.
Wait, they make those?
I wish.
Awesome.
So, I think like Dr. Evil has one. I'll have to pick one up soon. But I think honestly, it's just nice how you put your touch into it, which matters. Now, if I'm not mistaken, does that shelf go in between the two monitors?
Yes, it does.
You know, yeah, I don't know if that's the best thing ever, but at least you worked with it. You didn't say, oh, now I'm only going to use one monitor. You said, I'm going to make it work. So props for that.
One monitor. Oh, I can't even imagine using one monitor.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't. I really just can't even imagine that.
Those aren't the biggest, so that would be kind of painful using just the one on the left. But yeah, so taking a quick look, honestly, the cable management is really, really good. Kind of. The reason why I say that is because you look at the left side and it's like, wow, that's good. That's good. Oh, underneath what is that on the right side? Like the right shelf?
It's on the bottom?
Yeah.
With the circle in it?
No, like the shelves. I guess that's like a plastic storage bin that has the.
Oh yeah. It's just a little storage bin you could buy at Staples for like a couple bucks.
Yeah. So underneath that, you could see some of the wires, and you have so much desk space with like all the wood that you could hide it behind there easily. So just a little bit more work there would be great. But as far as what you have plastered up on the wall, that's cool. I would like to see maybe if you want to check out some frames, things like that. And yes, I know a lot of people in the comments are like, personality, what? But that's the thing. He's got a little bit of everything. Boats, money, game maps, game boxes, a little bit of everything that he cares about. You may not care, but he does. That's what he's into. That's what he wants to see. And that's why he chose to have it, all over the place. And that's what I like. Now, it is a little all over the place. So I didn't give it like a perfect score on personality aspect, like the theme necessarily. But I think that if he was to add a little bit more to the blank spots, sort of add more to like the right side desk, that would be great. But yeah.
Yeah,
anyways,
the right. Yeah.
I
agree. I think it's a very good setup. At first, because I'm just stupid, I'm like, wait, where is this computer? Like, where is it? I didn't see it at first. It just didn't pop out to me.
Yeah.
So, but I kind of like that because if someone's not paying attention, they walk in, they just like sit down, they're just like, oh, well, where is it though? From a more functional perspective, I would pull the computer out of there because you never want to have your computer in an enclosed space ever.
Yeah.
Whether you're gaming, whether you're editing video, anything, you never want to have it in an enclosed space. So if it was me, what I would do is the two things on the right, like those two bins on the right that he has his modem on, pull that closer connected to the desk and take your PC and put it on top. So that way you get free airflow from the PC. And that way you could take some of the stuff that you have up there, put it underneath there. And like, if you want to cover it up with like some construction paper or whatever, make it like, so it's like a stealth thing so you won't see it. And I think that will be a little better functionality wise.
Yeah.
But I really like the setup because it's simple, it's clean, it's nothing too flashy. Like he has some boxes up top, so you know what kind of stuff he likes. So everyone has preferences when it comes to PCs and stuff like that. So he has a couple boxes. He has the EVGA poster, which is nice. I like it. It's simple. It's something that you're getting into the second you see it, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
And the wicker basket in the bottom is cute.
Yeah, someone also said like, isn't theme consistency? So I'll quickly elaborate on theme yet again. Theme is basically, if you look around, I know this is kind of a little ugly, but this is like all product boxes here. I have all of my Apple shrine. I know, God, the hate is so real today. And then if you look over here, I got all the posters. I have 5 posters of all the things that I love. I have a poster on my door. I have pop vinyl figures of all different Disney things over here. I have my aluminum going through here. It's just basically showing off your personality, but in a nice way, in sort of having consistency of either a color, which is one theme. We've seen a lot of like old green setups because of Razer keyboards and such. We see a lot of people that show off their gaming stuff. They have all their favorite games all over the place. That's a gaming theme. And then there's the personality theme, the personal aspect, the people that show off what they like. And although you may not like it, and although you may think they clash, it's still technically a personal setup, and that's what matters. So they like it, and that's all that cares. That's
true.
all that matters. I'm fumbling on my words today. I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right.
But yeah, so that's all I have to say. Nicholas, awesome setup. We'll get to your score later on, but now let's go on to the next setup. And this one, why do I always mess up this name? It's just Joel, right?
Joel or Joel, one or the other.
Yeah, I never know because it's like they got all the weird hyphens and things and stuff over the letters, so I don't know what any of that means. But anyways, taking a look here.
Oh, these are different pictures. All right.
What? Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at the zip file.
Yeah. Because here's another little hint. If you guys want to send more than 3 photos on the website, you just have to go and put in like a Imgur link in the description. So that's where that was. But as you could see on his setup, he basically doesn't say his age or anything like that. He just said he loves the videos, and with that, I have to say I love you. But okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, taking a look, this is like a really dark yet like mysterious yet really awesome sort of setup. Like the LEDs are very unique and kind of add to the like. I think there was a, let me see. I have to check his links again, but I think that's how he also has it during the day. Like he likes it dark with just a hint of light.
It's like it's like he's in the club all the time.
Oh yeah, always in the club.
That's the thing. Like that's what it looks like. It looks like he's having house parties and DJing them all the time. Because that's like the mood that you get. Like you look at that, you're just like, oh, okay, well, it's like a dark, seedy club.
Honestly, what I really like about this is I think the desk is very unique.
That's my favorite part about it, actually.
Yeah, I really like it. I think it honestly.
He said that he made it himself.
Yeah, and honestly, it's kind of weird that those plants to the left, for some reason, I feel like they really go well with the desk. Don't ask why I think that.
Yeah,
but
it's like a rustic look. That's why. Like it's like a homey, like I just can't explain it. It's very unique.
Yeah. I really like the side of the desk where he has sort of like the hooks, kind of like a coat hanger, quote unquote, where he has his knapsacks, his different lanyards, things like that. So that's awesome to see. One thing I don't like about the setup, which it's like your pictures were perfect, but you have a plate to the left just chilling there, right? If you take a look, you see that, and you're like, come on.
My only question is, what did he eat? That's all.
Oh, that's all you care about?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, honestly, it's a really nice setup. I just wish that people would just put some pride in cleaning a thing or two up. But I really like the shelf. It shows off nicely. The color of the wall, I want to know what it is with the lights on. He doesn't really send a photo with the lights on. So.
It looks like it's just like painted over like concrete. Like that's what it looks like, or stucco.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a setup like this before with that sort of desk, with that sort of wall. It's just, God, it kind of makes you feel a little weird. Like it's got a cool like atmosphere almost, and I really enjoy like the metal filing cabinet nicely to the side, the open underneath. The wire management is perfect here, and actually showing the next photo in it, you'll see that he goes ham. Since he made this desk himself, he put basically wood planks to catch all of the wires, which is really
very
awesome.
Smart, very clever.
Yeah, so you can see looking underneath.
And he stapled some of them to the actual desk too.
He went ham. That's what he did. So I really like it, and
I've seen apartments smaller than that. Come on.
Oh, here's the thing though. I want to see your thoughts on this. Is it me, or did you not really pay attention to what kind of setup he had in terms of monitor, laptop, keyboard? Right? You don't pay attention.
Yeah,
to that
no, because the best part about this setup is the actual desk. Like that's the thing. Like the desk is the main attraction. The laptop, the auxiliary monitor, the Xbox, all that stuff. That's just filler. Mm-hmm. Because if you've ever tried to build anything ever in your life, something like that will take you a good amount of time and a good amount of planning. So, like honestly, he could have literally just sent this setup in with like a laptop and that's it, and I'd still be like, that's a really great setup.
It's true.
And I want to know what he's sitting on. I want to know what like chair he sits on.
Yeah, I just think
he probably sits on like a beanbag chair.
Oh yeah,
like, amazing.
Oh, yeah. He has. It looks like this is his place to go and just like think differently.
Mm-hmm. But it's a good setup because he has a laptop.
He's got the Mac Mini.
The Mac Mini over there. He has the Xbox to the side, and he probably connected the Xbox to the monitor, so that way when he wants to play, he just switches inputs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then when he really wants to, like when he has to go, unplugs the laptop and takes it with him. So when he's done, he comes back and like, I think it was the episode with Jay that someone had like something similar. Yeah. They just plug the laptop in and they have 2 monitors right there. So it's basically the same thing. This is just a simplified version of it.
Yeah. Honestly, my only critique that I could think of off the bat is when he's sitting there, that's just an odd placement for the keyboard and the mouse, because it's like he's in the corner kind of facing the wall, but he's also kind of facing the corner of the desk, but he's also like, I don't know, it just seems very uncomfortable. I with my L desk, I like to choose a side opposed to the corner, but he's not even in the corner. He's corner half side. I'm
in the corner right now. I kind of have no choice, but
for him, like what I'm saying is like I don't mind when people are in the corner, but what I'm saying is it me, or is he like kind of to the side but also kind of in the corner?
Yeah, he's kind of offset.
Yeah, like look at the mouse is completely tilted, yet his keyboard is completely facing the wall. It's just a little weird.
My only critique, I would say, for this, it's 2 things. That really windy cable, I want to know what that is, where it's going.
Probably, for some reason, I think it has to do with the lights, but then again, I look at it and I'm like, no.
And my second thing is the lights. See, because you can buy splitters for LED lights. If it was me, because I wouldn't like having that row of lights go all the way up.
Yeah.
So I'd probably get a splitter, like cover with some black like electrical tape or whatever, put it up, and then attach it to the top, so you don't see any LED lights going up. You only have them on the top and then on the bottom, or just get 2 different sets. But that could be expensive though. But that's also a pain in the ass, because trying to find a splitter that's long enough, and that shit's annoying.
Yeah,
so,
and
that I don't blame them though. I'd probably do the same thing.
A lot of people, someone in the chat said that garbage can dough, you tell everyone that except him. I think I've only told like 2 or 3 people ever that they needed to get a new trash can, and that's because it was either disgusting, or it was overflowing, or it was like out in the open, like straight up. It was almost as if he was to put his garbage can on top of his desk.
See, but you can't fault the garbage can either, because it matches with the file cabinet.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I think that the garbage can works perfectly here. I think there's just a couple of trolls that always like say like they make fun of me whenever I critique a garbage can, but it's like, all right, get over yourself.
I just realized that he has a sub underneath. If you look on the bottom, like the bottom right under the desk, that's a big ass subwoofer.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that was a awesome setup, but let's kind of power through these next ones. This next one, I don't want to talk about too long. It's just because, yeah.
I felt bad for this guy because I was in that position.
Oh yeah.
Like we all have.
He doesn't say anything other than the fact that
this is his setup. That's it.
Yeah. So
there's one thing I really, really want to know. Okay. The little monitor on the right.
Yes.
Is he playing Xbox on that monitor?
I hope not.
And if he is, why? Dear God, why? And if he's not, what is it like? What is it there for? Like you have 2 monitors, right?
Yeah.
So, like, is it a security camera? Is it like a baby I know it's not one of those 2. So what is it? Like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I want to know what that is.
It's confusing. And I mean, quickly going over it. 1, wires, they're a mess. 2, the wall. I understand you may not be able to do anything, but that one stain, I mean, just come up with like, put like a poster over it or
a magic eraser.
Yeah.
And it's not even that. Like, forget about the stain, right? The stain's bad enough. But look around. You see all the holes from the like the nails and the screws in there.
Yeah.
Like, I get that they're a pain in the ass to pull out, but literally, like you said before, get a poster, cover all that stuff up.
Just do something, because that honestly, your desk isn't bad.
No, the desk is nice.
I'm just reading some comments, but anyways, the desk is really nice. The monitors are nice. It would be really awesome if you were to just clean up the wall, because imagine if it was just completely different, a room altogether. It'd be so different. But God, the Kermit the Frog chair is like freaking me out. It's like you freaking skinned Kermit the Frog and used him for the base of your chair. Just you have a lot of random things all piled up on your desk. Clean it off. Yeah. God. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm done with this setup. I don't know what else to say. I'll let you kind of go at it.
It's okay. It's not a bad setup. There's potential for it. There really is. A couple wire ties, Velcro straps, fine. Get like 1 or 2 posters, put it on the wall, cover up all that stuff, and for the love of God, whatever that monitor is, either pull it off of there or put it on your desk. That's it. The desk is good. It looks like it's in good shape. You have some nice peripherals, Razer mouse, keyboard, headset. You can buy like a command, like a tab thing. You can put your headset on the wall or whatever. I mean, you have that blue ledge up top there. Use it, put some nails in there or whatever, and you put like your peripherals up there if you want. I mean, it's not a bad setup. You just need to do some work to it. That's it.
Yeah. So, yeah. There we go. Thank you for submitting your setup. I do appreciate it. Now let's move on. We have 2 more setups to go. So next setup is submitted by Jared, right?
Jared.
Yeah, Jared. So Jared's setup, as you can see, he just said, "Hi, I'm Jared, and this is my first setup." So thank you.
First of all, what's he taking the picture with? That's what I want to know.
It's a potato.
So fuzzy.
Yep, it's just a potato. That's how people do potatoes all the time. So, anyways, taking a look here, the first thing that just jumps out at me that kills me is the desk. Like, he's got no leg room. So basically,
no leg room.
His one leg is where a PC would go, and his other leg's at the other side. So his crotch is right in between this this wood, board, and he's like not comfortable, I would assume, and it's just
that's why he has a ball fan there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The crotch fan or whatever. Who was that was talking about a crotch fan?
That was Jay.
Was it? Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so taking a look here, I mean, he's got a sick computer. He's got a nice Razer keyboard. He's got his nice triple monitor setup. He's got headphones hung up. He's got a pretty decent looking like desk. It's just the desk doesn't work. Oh yeah. Someone said, "How is the tissue box floating?" Oh my God.
I love that. I saw that. I started laughing so hard. He got so much credit from me because of the tissue box. You owe that tissue box everything. All right.
He's now going to go change his score and give you a perfect score.
No, I saw it before. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get like everything I gave him 1 point more just in the tissue box. That's it.
Oh, man. But yeah, so taking a look around, he does have some stickers on the furniture, which could be taken as tacky, but it is what it is.
Sure.
ThinkGeek, that's awesome. Jinx, they actually sponsored one of my Xbox midnight launch events, which was awesome. So if you guys ever want cool gaming clothes, you go there. But yeah, honestly, a lot of cool stuff. Just the desk, I think, kills the whole thing. I think if you had a completely different desk, your setup would probably double score.
I want to know. What I want to know is this, right? He has a headset on the left. Mm-hmm. Okay. He took some effort to put him through the hole.
Okay.
All right. But that's not comfortable at all, because you're going to pull the headset through the hole, put it on your head. Like, there has to be like, I don't even know, like he must have his Xbox underneath there attached to it or something like that. But that doesn't seem like it would be comfortable to me, because you're always going to have that piece just pulling like from the desk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it. And I don't.
People in the comments, man.
What are they saying?
They're all saying like, we know what the tissue box is doing there, and then someone's like, trash is full of tissues.
I mean, yeah, I thought the same thing, but I'm not gonna blow the guy's spot up like that, man. Come on.
Hey, man, we do it all the time. It
That's
is
true.
what it is.
And the giant speaker, that's what I want to know. The giant speaker behind his left monitor.
Very odd.
I just like, get rid of the speaker. Like, unless you use it for your TV speaker, your computer speaker, then just get rid of it if you're not.
Okay, so here's my thoughts. Very, 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 very confused.
A floating lotion bottle.
This is my feeling against the desk and the furniture in this room. The furniture makes absolutely no sense. Sorry, just screaming.
No, it doesn't.
It literally does not. I can't even process in my head. There's a chunk of your desk missing, dude. I know for a fact that's not how your desk came. There's no way they made it like that. You're missing
Like half
your
of it's
desk. Where did it
hanging
go?
off.
It definitely ran away. Your desk disappeared, dude. You're missing a chunk of your desk. Look at where your PC is. It is floating in midair from a random piece of furniture that may or may not be sitting on a toolbox.
Yeah, I want to know how he actually like games there. Like that's what I want to know.
Are you I just messed up my whole joke. Are you a magician? You make things float. You make things disappear. You confuse the ever-living shit out of me.
I second that.
Your whole setup is a lie. I don't get it. You make parts of your desk disappear. You make things float. A floating tissue box. A floating PC. What is going on in this world?
If you look at like the right of the desk, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where it's floating, it looks like there was a piece of wood there, and he like pulled it off.
Yeah.
Because it looks like you could see like the actual bare wood.
He definitely did do something, and I apologize. Everyone in the stream is like cursing me out because I just like killed their eardrums. I apologize, and I don't. Someone said, "Why do you yell so much?" That was the first time I yelled in 2015. God damn it, and I liked it.
There you go.
So yeah, I think that's all we have to say about that setup. But
I think so. So.
Why is why is Snap Drummer saying that in the chat? That's not even funny. Oh man. Okay, but anyways, let's go into the next and final setup. Now I'm gonna start screaming all the time. So get ready.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, this setup. Okay.
So this setup, I'm gonna quickly go through. He wrote a lot. So if you want to read it, go.
Which is good,
the website. Yeah.
by the way. Which is great.
PimpMySetup.com/Q. You go in the previous episodes if you're watching this pre-recorded. But if you're watching it live, you go there. It's still there. Otherwise, you have to hit previous episodes. So taking a look here, he wrote a lot. He basically said, "I've built this setup over a number of years. Pretty pleased with it." Says basically there's a couple of things he doesn't like, which is the cabling to the side, because he has a lot of different things that require a lot of different cables. So at least he wraps them up, puts them nicely on the side, but we'll get into that in a second. He said the monitors are a bit annoying, as he said, higher due to the placement of the VESA mount, which is also weird because they're on yeah, that's weird. Is that he said the disc's at the bottom, so is that the stand bottom is where the VESA mount is?
It's kind of like he took the stand and like just like put the instead of the turn it up. Yeah
because I have an AOC monitor that's 27 inches. It's not that one, but it doesn't even have a VESA mount, which I wish I would have realized a year or two ago when I bought it, but whatever. So he said overall he's pretty pleased with it, and if you want to know, he does racing simulators, flight simulators, stuff like that, and we actually have a photo right here of his flight simulator. And if you want to see the other photos, the photos where he actually goes and what's it called? He shows.
They're really decent photos.
Yeah, the racing photos, things like that. They are available on the website, like I said. But regardless of that, let's go back into this. So you know what? I'm gonna hand the mic over to you. Drop it. Wait, don't drop it. Talk and then drop it.
No, I paid a lot of money for this mic. I'm not dropping it. I actually, when I first opened up the picture for the setup, I was like, oh wow, and I like it. I saw all the stuff on the left side, and at first I was gonna be like, oh man, what are you doing? But when you read everything that he has on there, and then you look at the picture, it goes from oh man, what are you doing to oh wow, okay, nice job. Because you could see he took all those cables, he wrapped them up, they're all on Velcro straps, they're all where they have to be. So basically if he wants anything, all he has to do, if it's not plugged in already, he plugs it in or just turns it on, and that is it. So like it's very efficient. Everything is within arm's reach. I like the desk itself because those look like the things that you would use to like when you were in like a shop class and you would saw. It looks like that's what that is. Mm-hmm. So I like it, and it's an L-shaped desk because you could see the L to the right. So I'm wondering what's on that side too, but I really like the setup. I like the monitors, how they're set. I like how you put the middle monitor forward a little bit so that way he doesn't have that much of a bezel either. Mm-hmm. And it's just, I like it. It's a really clean setup. I know it's not clean in the traditional aspect, you could say.
Yeah.
Because yes, he has all the stuff on the left side, and then underneath that he has all his like laptops, it seems. But for what he has, he took time and effort to actually make it look decent, and that's what I like about it. If you show effort, I'm a fan.
Yeah, so when I looked at this originally, I was kind of like, oh my God, I don't like this at all. And then I read into it, I looked at the other photos, and I was like, damn, that's a sick setup. And like you were saying, you take a look at the wires on the left and you just think, and then you realize what he's using it for, and it makes so much sense. He's just having all of his wires there when he wants to readily switch to his next simulator or his next product or whatever it may be. So I honestly give you props for doing it the way you did. A lot of people will not honestly, I feel like if someone else was doing this, they would just let the wires hang there like a huge nest, and whatever they wanted, they take it. But with that said, I do think you could come up with a couple of different ways to kind of hide those a little bit better, opposed to just kind of having them sit there. But obviously, I'm not going to keep bashing you for that. If you want to get like a little shelf that you could put behind your desk or something to place some of the things, I mean, you could do that. But if not, keep it like that. It's not the end of the world. It does suck about your home monitors, the way that they look hung up like that with the VESA. Probably not your ideal idea with the triple monitors, which I understand, so I'm not going to say anything. But if you do want to upgrade something, that would be awesome. The desk, I like it, but I also don't. I think it's kind of confusing and weird, but at the same time, it's like, okay, that kind of works. But I don't know, it kind of kills the whole setup for me at the end of the day. And I want to talk about the background. A lot of people laughing their ass off because they're like, I don't get it. Everyone usually has like an intense, crazy, awesome background, and you have a flower.
He likes flowers. He's a very sensitive guy.
Oh, hey, I'm not bashing him for that. I just think it's hilarious. It's like he has 3 monitors spread out nicely to show off one flower and one in the background. So it's very nice. But I think a little bit more in terms of, like you said, it's not traditional. It's not a quote-unquote traditional clean setup. But it's so unique when you do that and all of a sudden you're playing, a flight simulating game. Props to you there. So overall,
I didn't even see his computer the first time I saw it. I'm like, where's the computer?
Yeah, right?
And then I realized it's on top to the right, which is pretty good because that's, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a Cooler Master case. And if it's the one that I'm thinking about, it's a big ass case to hide.
Big ass.
So yeah. So and I'm wondering also why he has the black sheet over everything.
There could be something in the background that like maybe Windows and stuff.
I was thinking Windows, yeah.
Or I don't know. There could be something that he just doesn't want to be looking at behind his monitors. But overall, it's good because at nighttime, pitch black behind the monitors, which probably makes it that much better. But yeah. So anything else you want to close out this setup with?
No. I think it's actually really good. If he could change the mounts. The base amounts. Actually, one thing that would help would be to get like an arm that you can get from like Ergotech.
Yep.
I know they make like a nice, really a nice 3-arm triple monitor mount.
There you go. Yeah.
I was gonna get out sooner or later. If you got that, I think that would help a lot. I like the figures on the desk. You got to be careful when it comes to like figures on the desk because you put a couple, it looks good, and then if you keep going, it just looks too cluttered to me. But that's all personal preference. I like it though. It's a very good setup. I like it. I'm just jealous that he has 2 Oculuses. That's all.
Just a little
bit, yeah.
But yeah. So anyways, that does it for the setups. But now is the part of the show where I go over the overall scores. So, if you guys don't know how it works, it's Sir's rating system. There's wire management, out of sight, out of mind, usability, accessories, and theme added up and times by 2. Well, not really times by 2. It's just mine plus my co-host, which would be Greek, and that would give us the overall score out of 100. And it's basically like a grade in school. And yeah. So, before we get into this, there is a way that you could get on the show as soon as possible by purchasing a fast pass. Perks.pimpmysetup. No, it's not that. Is it? No, it might be. Pimpmysetup.com/perks. God, I forgot. It's been a while since I've done this. But if
I was
you
going
guys
to say,
go
is your
there-
first time doing this?
Yeah, it feels like it. But if you guys go there, it's either perks.pimpmysetup.com or pimpmysetup.com/perks. You'll figure it out. You can purchase the fast pass and get on as soon as possible. But anyways, let's take a look here. First setup was submitted by Jed. Jed walked away with a 78 overall score, followed by Nicholas coming up with a 70, followed by Joel, or Joel, however you prefer to say your name. Probably Joel, with a 65. Very awesome. Love that desk still right to this moment. I love it. Andre scored a 19. Mama's going to get a call. And Jared got a 50. Just you're still doing the magic stuff, making your desk disappear. I don't like that. Ross got a 66. And overall, that means Jed comes in first place, again with 78, followed by Nicholas with that 70. So there you go, guys. Those are the two winners. A lot of people were asking about the Hall of Fame, which I'm going to do every single 10 episodes. So we're about to go into the next, the Hall of Fame. It's time. It's just a matter of when I'm going to get that up. Got to think about how I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to make it where the winner of the Hall of Fame gets a prize of some sorts. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. But we'll see what happens. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that does it. So we're back. 2015 is here. It's time to go ham. New year, new setups. That's what it's all about. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, Greek, thank you so much for coming on. I do appreciate it. It was a lot of fun,
bud.
I'll have to have you on again soon.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, so check him out. All his links are down below. But that does it. So, thanks for watching, guys. My name's Matt Philie. Check me out on Twitter. I'm at Philie.
And I am iTheGreek everywhere except my email.
Except your email. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the Flippity Flow.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Thanks for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Follow at Pimp My Setup on Twitter for the latest info about the show. And check out swashin.tv/schedule to know when we'll be live again. Stay up to date with Matt Philie by following him on Twitter at Matt Philie. And until next time, we'll catch you on the Flippity Flop.